Is the 2023 apology tour as fake as the Mean Girls on tour? You decide. This is taken from my reaction video dated May 30th, 2023 from Southern Girls video that has since been deleted or privated. First up is Traitors.
I'm not excusing anything we ever did. I'm not condoning anything we ever did. We have the balls to do it, and we will continue to do it when necessary. We have the balls to do it, and we will continue to do it when necessary. We have the balls to do it, and we will continue to do it when necessary. We have the balls to do it, and we will continue to do it when necessary. It's a whole...
Wasn't that enough right there to tell anybody that the sorries are not real? We will continue to do it if necessary. Now let's listen why they thought it was necessary to do it to Southern Girl. Let's listen.
Last piece of our arsenal. So why do you people keep fucking with us, Constance? Just saying.
Right.
Let's rewind that again so we get the full meal deal of this.
Yeah.
Nickalina said, "I'm sorry, I was going to call CPS on you. I just said that to be a whole as a dick." Yeah, sometimes I do think that a lot of stuff was, taken too far, and that happens,
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I'm not excusing anything we ever did. I'm not condoning anything we ever did. We have the balls to do it, and we will continue to do it when necessary. It's a whole ass piece of our arsenal. So why do you people keep fucking with us, Constance? Just saying.
Right. Yeah.
Listen, and I'm not saying submit or we'll terrorize you. I'm not saying that.
Funny you should say that because it sounds exactly like what you're saying.
I'm explaining on our behalf the answers to a lot. I'm getting messages all the time now from people that I either haven't talked to in a really long time that left around Christmas, or people that just didn't understand me to begin with and why I do the things I do.
And in my opinion, that's exactly why you guys are doing the apology tour. You know you've ran off so many people that you don't have any more support, so now you have to see the softer side so everybody comes back. But it doesn't mean you change any of the shit you've done.
So I'm taking this opportunity to cover it. This isn't I'm just explaining on our behalf why we do the things that we do.
Right. Do you want Constance up here?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fine.
It's something that you use in your arsenal, and you will continue to do it if you see necessary.
Apologies in here. Nickalina, I don't know if you saw apology. I had it up here. Or not apology, but she was saying that she wanted to talk to you about it at one point.
Hello, Constance.
Hello. So threatening to call CPS is just something y'all throw out there. It's something in your arsenal.
Yes.
What did Jamie do to deserve your arsenal aimed at her? Sorry.
So we kind of already discussed this on why this whole rip started, how it started.
Well, explain to me. What did Jamie do to deserve your arsenal aimed at her? What was her big indiscretion?
I can't remember what happened, why that I made that community.
They can't remember why. She made some indiscretion to them that was so big, they aimed their arsenal at her of calling CPS, saying her daughter was a serial killer, saying her daughter she was molesting her daughter. They have all this, but they can't remember why. Now, I would think if you're going to aim your arsenal that hard at somebody, you would at least remember why, right? It would at least be a good enough cause that it would stick in your mind. Oh yeah, this is what she did. They can't even remember why.
I really can't.
You know what? That's just crazy to me because as hard as you came for her, yet you can't remember why you came at her.
Yeah, I don't remember do you remember what it was, Southern Girl, that even started that whole thing?
That's why she brought up your daughter to hurt you.
Let me explain on Nickalina and my own behalf. When we start with something, there's no intention to actually hurt someone, but when we get going, it's like all this crazy shit just comes out, and I'm not using that as an excuse, but me and her are a lot alike. When we get going, it's like a whole bunch of shit. Yes?
Okay. So now, just right before this, she said, we're not going to change. We're not going to stop. We don't know why we do it. But when we get going, a whole bunch of crazy shit happens. But guess what? They're sorry. They're sorry. To me, if you're sorry, that means you're sorry and you wouldn't do it to anybody else. If you're really sorry for your actions, that means I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it to anybody else, right?
No, they're going to keep doing it, and then they'll apologize. and so on, and so on, and so on. And it's no big deal until it happens to you, or it happens to you again.
Yesterday,
So it's like,
I did the same thing. I don't even remember who my live was about yesterday. Was it about liberators or both? A way, shape, or form. I'm just giving everyone a little bit of backstory or explanation on why we do what we do. We'll start with something. Let's say, for instance, Southern Girl, and I feel like this is kind of how it started, but I don't remember specific. Before I made that community post, Southern Girl went live and said something, and we twisted it, or we were making fun of it, and it became this whole, troll. Okay, this is how it happens on YouTube. We hear something, and either it's taken out of context or twisted, and this is all creators. Okay, this is not
No.
rap
Bullshit.
whoever. And we text something, we hear it, maybe we don't hear it right, or maybe they misspoke, and then we, mess with them about it. Sometimes it becomes something big, sometimes it becomes something little. It's just how it is. Okay, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just explaining, we don't have these grand epic plans,
So if I heard that right, it could be something as little as a misspoken word or something they think you have twisted for them to call CPS on you. Did you hear that? Because that's what I think I heard. I don't know about you, but that's not a YouTube world that I want to exist in. Having to be worried about every little thing you say or do, worried that the mean girls are going to come for you if they think they have a reason to, and then they'll use their arsenal and call CPS. Nope, not me.
we're just assholes sometimes.
Now let's see what Nickalina has to say. Nickalina777, video date May 30th, 2023. Video title, Selfish, Self-Centered Behavior, We Got Time Today.
It's Tuesday. I am raging, and hello, artillery. Many of you are probably going to have mixed feelings about this, but as in Nickalina fashion, I don't give a fuck. I'm here on YouTube because I like to fucking laugh. I love to do harmless trolling. I love to do real dirty, hardcore trolling.
Well, there you have it. I'll leave it up to you to decide whether you think that the Mean Girls 2023 apology tour is legit or bullshit. Tell me your opinion in the comments below.
I love to do real dirty, hardcore trolling.
We have the balls to do it, and we will continue to do it when necessary.
I love to do real dirty, hardcore trolling.
We have the balls to do it, and we will continue to do it when necessary.
I love to do real dirty, hardcore trolling.
We have the balls to do it, and we will continue to do it when necessary.
I love to do real dirty, hardcore trolling.
We have the balls to do it, and we will continue to do it when necessary.
But wait, there's more. Before we go, let's take a look at Traitors' community post where Nickalina and them were threatening to call CPS. Let's read some of the comments and see what you think about them. And at the same time, remember back that Traitors said she didn't know why they aimed the arsenal of CPS at Southern Girl. Really didn't know why. She didn't think of her indiscretion was so bad she couldn't even remember it. Let's look at some of the comments that were left. Is this the cancer you want to be around? From Traitors Community Tab post. From Traitors Community Tab 4 weeks ago, so around April 30th. I always wonder why people freak out at the thought of CPS coming to check on them. If you're a good parent, what the fuck does it even matter? But I guess if I was still brushing my child's teeth for them and they're in high school and not that developmentally delayed to warrant a parent touching their children in weird ways, just as a PSA, she meant PCA. There are other reporting agencies to go to monitor weird parental relationships, Southern Girl, she tags her. Especially when you are knowingly allowing a felon that kidnapped children around your minor, bathing her still again when she's not that developmentally delayed, to warrant such inappropriate behavior with your child, etc. She wasn't allowing a felon around her child to kidnap children. Then she posts the missing kids link and hashtag Operation SWAT. What the hell does that mean? Online intimidation is what it is, and it's ridiculous. And it's why they don't need to be around anybody in this community. Now let's read some do-gooder comments. I wonder if they still feel the same way about Southern Girl now that they're all friends. Are they overlooking all this? Or is all this okay now that they're friends? Redstone said, overindulging and spoiling your child or your daughter is a form of abuse and is robbing the daughter of becoming a healthy, functional adult. I think we all know what Freud would say about this very dysfunctional and weird mother-daughter relationship. Night Owl adds, I can't believe what I'm hearing on her channel at this very minute. Cindy adds, SG is weird as AF. I always knew it. Her daughter seemed to function very well from what we have all heard when she's on Southern Girl's Lives. Sometimes something is seriously wrong with Southern Girl to where she is bathing her 16-year-old daughter. This gives me D.D. Blanchard vibes. No joke. Do you still think the same now that you're all friends? Now Honeybee, who's a sweetheart, comes in to give her 2 cents, but this is what they call white knighting. Honeybee says, really? She has developmental delays due to autism and one side weakness due to a birth brain injury. She needs assistance to make sure she's bathed correctly and teeth brushed correctly every day. So she's informing the ignorant people just in case they don't know. Honeybee says, why threaten to call CPS on mothers that are going above and beyond for their special needs kids? Why add that stress to their already overflowing plates? Do you realize how hard it really is just to be a loving caregiver like that? It's mentally and physically exhausting. Honeybee, they don't care. She said something they didn't like, and so they aimed their arsenal at her. But now they're sorry. But wait, she said she'd do it again if need be. So I don't know where we are with these people. No, I know where we are. Some people don't know where we are. Now here comes Manchester Vicky with her advice. Honeybee, that's a load of rubbish. She has conditioned her daughter to needing it. My mom, a right-handed woman, lost all use of her right side. She is more than capable of wiping her ass and bathing herself. One-sided weakness is an excuse. Developmental delay is another excuse. You teach them. Southern Girl doesn't teach. She controls and monitors, hovering like a helicopter so that her daughter remains reliant upon her. But letting her stay in front of a screen all day is much easier to make sure Southern Girl is not left alone and maintains an excuse for Southern Girl's behavior. There's absolutely zero reason that work could not be done with the daughter to develop her abilities rather than monitor her. Manchester Vicky goes on to say, Honeybee, oh, absolutely, I am not there, but I have a lot of personal experience with being on the spectrum and being around people on the spectrum. Well, there you have it, folks. You got to do it Manchester Vicky's way or it's wrong. Then Ray Jones adds his 2 cents. Many parents want children to be dependent forever because a check for that comes every month. I'm not saying that is or isn't the case here. I'm saying some parents do this. If I were in that situation, I would definitely monitor my son performing these tasks. My wife would monitor my daughter, and monitor is all we would do. Sapphire into White Knight for her daughter. What many of you are missing is no one threatened to call CPS, laughing my ass off. You all fall for anything. See, with these folks, everything is either a stang or a troll. But we all know out here in the real world, it's called a dog whistle. If Southern Girl puts that out there, some do-gooder is going to say, maybe I better call to make sure that somebody calls. It's foul, and nobody needs to even do it. But Nick did admit to threatening to call. Lion Mama says, Southern Girl's 16-year-old daughter can game all night and stab people with pencils, but she can't wipe her own butt or wash her own body. She has never claimed her daughter is this severely disabled. She said her daughter hates water, so she takes baths. Huh? Southern Girl needs a psych evaluation stat. And last but not least, here comes Nickalina. I am really concerned about her daughter being bathed by an adult. Links to the original video will be in the video description below so you can see that nothing was taken out of context. In cases where a video might be privated or deleted, contact the channel owner and see if they have the original video.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism and commenting.